welcome to One Pretty Little Box. My name is Sheila. I am so grateful that you are here today. I am actually going to do a video for any teachers out there, any new teachers especially, because I often get asked one question: how have you done this for so long? For those who don't know, I teach preschool. I am fixing to head into my 13th year at the same preschool, and I am very honored to be able to say that. I've seen a lot of turnover. I've seen a lot of people come and go. I've seen a lot of crazy things over the last few years. And I can tell you, one thing that makes a difference as far as having a great year is taking time to get to know your kids, every one of them. Know them inside and out. It's one of the hardest things you can do, especially in the beginning, because you want to jump in that curriculum and you want to jump in and find out what they know already so you know where to go so you can do your job as a teacher. But I'm telling you, pull those reins in a little bit. Pull them in. If you were in a public school system, still take the time to do this because it's going to make a difference for you. You just may have to do it in a different way. If you happen to be as fortunate as I am and be in a preschool that is a tuition-based preschool and is a private preschool, you kind of have a little bit more freedom in what you do. My biggest tip is take a good 2 weeks and just get to know your kids. Know what makes them tick. Know the kids they get along with. Know the kids they don't get along with, and maybe try to figure out why. Know the kids they get along too well with, because that will make a difference in your day too, as well as theirs. I say this is my biggest tip for any teacher because it will help you throughout the rest of the year. If you take a little time, don't jump into what you're supposed to be learning yet. If you don't know your kids, how do you know what they need? How do you know what their needs are as far as what they learn and what they do and where they need to go? You know what I mean? I can honestly tell you, if I watch my kids and get to know them, I can tell you when something's off before anyone else usually can. Either their behavior is a little bit different, maybe the way they came in that morning is a little way different, and 9 times out of 10 it's something that happened at home, whether it be that morning or something gradual, whether it be a shift change in Dad's work and he's not home at night because he's working nights, whether it be an argument their parents had that morning, that weekend, 2 weeks ago. It affects these little ones like crazy. Maybe mom's pregnant and she doesn't even know yet, but little Johnny here is acting a little crazy, a little clingy, and you're wondering why. Well, you know, if you get to know your families and get to know your kids, a lot of times you stop a lot of discipline issues. You are able to make a connection with them that lasts the whole year long. You build trust between each other. And they know that you love them. They know that they matter. And little tokens, they'll tell you and show you that you matter. I often wondered why I always got some of the hardest kids. You know, I guess every teacher gets a hard kid, and that's just how it is. They're usually there to teach you, to grow you more so than you them. And know you've heard many people say, oh, I learn more from them than they could possibly ever learn from me. And that is very true. But I think how sad a classroom is if the teachers don't take the time to get to know their kids. Are you frustrated because little Susie's crying every day? Have you tried to figure out why? Maybe she's scared to death of the bathroom. Maybe, just maybe, she's getting beaten every day before school. Verbally beaten, not necessarily physically. Physical is easy to see, but verbal isn't. There's a lot. There's a lot a teacher has to go through and a lot they have to figure out. That goes beyond academics. It goes beyond even character building, you know. Remember, your students in your class are just little people. Little bitty people that are looking to you to guide them. looking to you for answers for the life's problems that they're facing. Looking to you to teach them how to handle those kinds of situations. And you know what? You can do it. You're in this profession for a reason. You're one of the greatest teachers out there. The only way to be a better teacher than you ever were before is to make sure that you build those connections with every student that you have in your classroom. There might be a couple that connection is hard. If you're fortunate to have a co-teacher, 9 times out of 10, they're going to latch on to that co-teacher. And that's just how life goes. But be open. Be consistent. Be persistent. Get to know your kids. If you do that, you're going to have the greatest year ever. I can guarantee you. You'll come back at the end of the year to this video and you'll say, thank you for reminding me to take the time to get to know my kids. Because remember, they are your kids. All year long, they're yours. Treat them and love them like that. I hope you have a great year.